Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Arina binti Zainal Hamidin. My metric number is 2022793995 and I'm from class M3802203C. Today I will present about soil management for maintaining soil fertility and productivity. The topic that I choose is cover crops and green manure crops. Introduction. Soil fertility is the ability of soil to sustain plant growth and optimize crop yield. This can be achieved through the use of legumes, which enhance soil fertility through biological nitrogen fixation. There are many management practices for maintaining soil fertility. For example, conservation tillage, crop rotation, and cover crop or green manure crops. Next, content. For description, for cover crops, cover crops are one of management practice for maintaining soil fertility and productivity. Cover crops are defined as the crops which are used to cover the ground surface and protect the soil. The figure shows cover crops. Cover crops are planted between rows of main crops. Lastly, cover crops have many uses and benefits to the farmer and the soil.
Today, I'm planting a cover crop, and let me show you how easy this is. Cover crops are a group of plants whose sole purpose is to improve soil health and not for harvesting. Cover crops have amazing benefits, including the ability of some to fix nitrogen in the soil. I have a winter cover crop mix from Territorial Seed Company that I like to plant in the fall. After preparing the bed, I spread this mix evenly over the soil, and then I cover it very lightly with a layer of compost. I hope you'll give cover crops a try. I'll give an update in a couple months to show what it looks like and what I do with it.
Next, explanation. Cover crops residues add organic matter to soil, water holding capacity, water infiltration, and aeration. After harvest, follow with grass cover crop to scavenge excess nutrients and reduce leaching into waterways. Leafy cover crop roots hold the soil together to slow erosion and keep it from getting compacted. By growing legumes cover crops, it can be through the process of biological nitrogen fixation. For example, plant legume cover crops before heavy feeders crop to supply them with nitrogen. It is because nitrogen is one of the most critical nutrients for crop growth. Next, for elaboration. As we can see, the picture shows the process of fixing nitrogen. Firstly, soil-dwelling bacteria capture nitrogen gas from the air and add it to the soil. When legume dies and its roots begin to decompose, residual nitrogen in the nodules become available to other plants. For example, soybean planted with corn crops that give the advantage of fixing nitrogen in the soil. So, by the following year, the corn plants can use the nitrogen.
Your soil is the building block of your garden. So how do you take care of it when the season is winding down? One way to do that is by using cover crops. There's a lot of different plants you can use for cover cropping. I'm using this fall garden seed mix from my friends at True Leaf Market. This mix has a ton of stuff in it, from field peas, mustard, hairy vetch, even radishes. And each of these does something very specific for your soil. While one of the plants replenishes the nitrogen, another might be aerating it. Cover crops are living mulch for your garden and adds invaluable organic matter to your soil for the spring.
Next, conclusion. Cover crops provide several benefits to soils used for agriculture. Over the long term, cover crops will improve soil structure, which will improve water infiltration, water holding capacity, and reduce water erosion. Lastly, cover crop systems help farmers to build resilient cropping systems. Next, here are my references that I use. That's all from me. Thank you.